Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Have a good week. Let's have a good week on this journey with ZEPBOUND. I am outside this morning getting my exercise in before starting my day. So, when I got on the scale today, I have not lost any additional weight. I went down from 191.2 to 191.1 this morning when I got on my scale. So I didn't lose any weight. I didn't lose a pound today, but I did lose last week actually 4 pounds actually last week. I did lose 4 pounds. So um I'm starting my exercise this morning. I'm out exercising this morning, trying to get some exercise in so that I can continue on this journey. So hopefully by the end of the week or by this time next week, I hope to be down an additional 5 pounds. So I'm out getting my walk in, getting at least 30 minutes of, probably won't be 30 minutes. It'll probably be more like 15 to 20 minutes because I do have to clock in to work by 8:30. So I probably will be just doing about 15 minutes this morning and about 15 minutes this afternoon, or 20 minutes this afternoon, because I didn't do 15 minutes last night because I was kind of tired yesterday. So I just did about 25 minutes yesterday. But today I'm going to make sure I get in at least about 35 to 40 minutes of exercise in today. I'm in the hot state of Texas, and it is right now it's about 83 degrees right now. Mind you, it's like 8 something in the morning, and it's about 83 degrees right now. So it is still hot here. The 80s are not too bad right now. It's not too bad right now because it's not too hot right now since it's in the 80s. But I do have to clock in to work at 8:30, so I'm just trying to get some exercise in this morning to try to help start my day off right. So a lot of times when I can get some exercise in the morning, it helps me feel better throughout my day because I work from home and I sit all day. And so it's kind of hard for me since I work from home. Kind of makes me restless. So I have to kind of sit all day, and you know how they do have you where they monitor you and everything, you know, your time and stuff. So it's kind of hard to be able to get up and exercise. But I used to do on my breaks. On my lunch break, I used to take me a walk on my lunch break. But now, since it's so hot, I can't do that because it's in the heat of the day here. So I can't take my walks during my lunch break now. But in the wintertime, I normally take my lunch break and I go walk for my lunch break. Since I work from home, I have the luxury of being able to get out and walk and exercise, you know, during my lunch break. So today I'm out right now, getting my walk in. Gonna get about 15 to 20 minutes in because I have to be back at work, clock in at 8:30. And I have to take care of my dog too and let him get out and get some exercise and let him get out and take care of his business in the morning time. If not, he'll be worrying me all day throughout the day, and I don't have time to take him out when I'm working. I don't have time to be able to get off the clock and go take him and let him get some exercise in. So I try to do it now before I clock in the morning time. But I just wanted to talk about check in with everybody and see how everybody is doing on Their last week. How was everybody's last week on your journey with ZEPBOUND? Did you lose weight? Did you gain weight? Um, how was your journey? So if everybody wanna comment, like, and subscribe. And this is a safe place for the overweight, the obese, for those on GLP-1 antagonist peptides like me, whether it be Wegovy, whether it be ZEPBOUND, Majerno, all of those are GLP-1s. So this is a safe community for us, and it's for me to, help to let everybody know about my journey and some, also some personal things about me. Like I said, I have struggled with my weight my entire adult life. Well, actually, going into just not adult life, I struggled even when I was a young child. I struggled with weight. I remember being overweight when I was younger in elementary school. I remember having to buy larger size clothes when it's time to go to school. You have to go school shopping to get clothes, and you have to go to the larger size. I remember not being able to go to the junior sizes and the smaller sizes to get clothes. You have to go to the size 16 and up. When you're in junior high school, I remember having to go to the size. I think I never have been able to go to the junior size to get clothing my whole life, even when I was growing up. I don't ever remember going to the junior size to be able to get any outfits for school or just any clothing. I always had to go to the plus size. So I struggled with my weight my entire life. And I'm sure some of you are just like me. And thank goodness they came out with these GLP-1s that are really, really, really helping us to be able to get our weight under control. Not just our weight under control physically, but to help us mentally also. Because like it is brought out now, obesity is a disease. It's just not that people are lazy and don't want to get out and exercise and don't want to eat right. A lot of times when we're obese, we have genetic factors, hormonal factors with age, genetic factors that cause us to not be able to lose weight as easily as some people. So I'm glad they did come out now and say obesity is a disease that can be treated. So with the GLP-1s, that is a tool that they have come out with now that is able to help us to be able to get our weight under control and to help us mentally, because this does affect our brains, and it helps the brain to know when we're full. It gives us that sense of being full so that we don't overeat. But I am not a medical doctor, and I am not giving any medical advice. I'm just telling you what I do, what my journey is on ZEPBOUND, and hopefully everybody can you can put in comments about what you do to help on your weight loss and what you're doing that's making you successful. And if you gained or if you lost weight on ZEPBOUND, because some weeks you do lose weight and some weeks you do gain weight. So sometimes we have to worry about the non-scale factors, because sometimes the scale might not move and say that we're losing weight, but we are actually losing weight. We're actually losing inches, because sometimes if you put your clothes on, if they fit better, then you might not have lost any weight from the scale, but you actually lost some inches. So inches count just as much as weight does. Inches also count. So make sure you try to get some exercise in this morning, and make sure you get your water in this morning and your protein in. because those are the things that's going to help us, is the water and the protein. And I'm finding it to be true, because I notice when I do get all my protein in on the days I do get my protein in and all my water in, then I notice when I get on the scale the next morning, I will be down 1 to 2 pounds. But I know I notice on the days that I don't get all my protein in and my water in, I would not be lost any weight. So that's just like what happened to me yesterday. I didn't get all my protein in and I didn't get all my water in on yesterday, on Sunday. So when I got on the scale this morning, I didn't lose any weight. I weighed the same. I weighed 191.0 actually. Yesterday I weighed 191.1. But this morning when I got on the scale, I weighed 191.0. So therefore, I still did lose some weight, but good morning. Come on here. It's hot out here already.
It's summertime.
It's summertime in Texas, boy. Yeah, I'm out and it is hot out here. It's already around 85 already here in Texas this morning, and it's not even 8:15 a.m. yet. Today is Monday, June. Is it today? It's today June the 30th, or is today Monday, July the 1st? I think today may actually be July the 1st. And thank goodness we have a holiday this week, so at least I do get one day off this week. I get the 4th of July off, not the day before or the day after, but just that day, the 4th of July. So thank goodness they does give me a break. So what? And with this journey on ZEPBOUND, everybody, with the holiday coming up, you know how we have our celebrations of the holidays, and how we may tend to have people that cook some ribs and steaks and stuff on the 4th of July, and how we may overeat. But with these GLP-1s, thank goodness they help control our appetite so that we don't overeat, which is a really good thing, so we don't have to worry about overeating. It helps us to control our weight, but we don't have to worry about overeating. A lot of us, because a lot of times now I find when I take 2 to 3 bites off of something now, I really don't even have an appetite anymore when I'm eating, which I'm really glad, because I just still need to make sure that I do eat and that I get my protein in if I don't eat, because a lot of times I don't even feel like eating a lot of days, and I have to make myself get out and eat. So it is hot out here this morning, very hot out here. So everybody, what are y'all doing for your exercise routines? Let me know what you do for exercise. Since it's so hot right now and it's the summertime, let me know what you're doing for your exercise. And all it takes is about 15 to 20 minutes of exercise a day. And it doesn't have to be any strenuous exercise. Like I said, I just walk. I don't go to the gym. I don't go to the gym. I said I was going to start trying to do some cardio and maybe join the gym for maybe a month or two just to try to tone up, to try to build some muscles and tone up, because as you lose weight, you know, your skin kind of starts to sag as you lose weight. And I don't want my skin to start sagging. So collagen also helps with the elasticity of our skin, so that while we're losing weight, um, we don't have a whole lot of loose skin. So I do have some collagen that I'm taking, and I forget to take it every day, but I'm going to start trying to make myself take it every day and get my protein in. I'm going to show you some sources of protein that I do have. Once I'm going to make a video and show you some protein that I have that's been helpful for me. And if you have some ideas too, and would like to show some of your items that you're using to help get your protein in, even water, if you have some ideas like what water you're doing, let's just help each other out and share. This is a safe community for the obese and the overweight and those that are losing weight like me. No negative vibes here. Only positive comments. If you're gonna if you're gonna comment, we're only gonna do positive comments and help uplift each other. We're not gonna do any negative comments here. We're gonna only do positive comments. And we're gonna be on this journey together and help each other out. And let's be able to reach out to each other and give each other pointers and ideas about what's helping you be successful. And even if you don't lose any weight one week, don't get frustrated, because me at one point, I was on a stall when I first started on the ZEPBOUND. I think I started with the 2.5. I think the first month on ZEPBOUND, I might have lost 5 pounds. I think 5 pounds to 7 pounds that whole month. The second month on ZEPBOUND, I think the second month on ZEPBOUND, I might have lost, again, 5 to 10 pounds that whole month. Then I moved up to the 7.5 for my third month. I moved up to the 7.5. So with the 7.5, I think I still have only lost maybe like 10 pounds a month. So this is my 4th month on ZEPBOUND. This makes month number 4 for me on ZEPBOUND. So I've only taken one shot out of my second box of 7.5. So therefore, this is pretty much my first week out of the second box of 7.5. So I'm going to take the 7.5 this month, and I'm not sure if I'm going to move up to the 10. I do have a script for the 10 at the pharmacy, and they should be filling it for me this week. But I'm not sure if I'm going to tell them just to go ahead and just reach out to my doctor and see if she can just refill for me the 7.5 instead of the 10, because the 10 is pretty strong, because I did try it one week because mind you, I said I went from 2.5 to 7.5. I skipped the 5 altogether because I couldn't find the 5 at the time. So I skipped the 5 altogether and went straight to the 10. Then I was able to find the 7.5. So the 10, the first shot I took of the 10, it made me sick and nauseous. It had my blood pressure going up. I had to go to the emergency room, actually, because I was constipated. Also, I tossed and turned that night that I took that 10. So I got up around 4:30 that morning and went to the emergency room. And then they told me that I had a lot of bowel at the top of my colon that wasn't releasing, because this medicine does cause constipation. So we have to be very careful with this medication to make sure we get water in, because if not, it will cause us to have constipation. And I had it so bad that, I was having a bowel movement maybe once a week, looks like, probably, or no more than 2 days a week. And that was not good. My stomach just felt bloated all the time. And so therefore, They told me to start doing magnesia or something, or some type of. The doctor told me not to do an enema because he said that mine was stuck at the top part of my colon. So right now it wouldn't help. So I needed something to get the top part of my colon released. So I do have an appointment actually this month with my GI doctor to take a look at my stomach for me, to make sure that everything is working okay for me, because I still do have some constipation, and which I know is probably my fault, because I know I don't drink enough water. I don't know why for me it's just so hard. It's just so hard for me to drink water. I don't know why. It's kind of been like that all my life. I just really never care for water. And I try the little Crystal Light packets, I try so many different things to put in my water, but for some reason I just cannot do water. And I have to force myself to get water in. But it is a beautiful day, and let's thank God for waking us up this morning. It's a beautiful day outside. It's a hot day, but it's also a beautiful day to be alive. And so, everybody, let's have a good week this week on our journeys, and let's not let anything distract us. And if we do have some distractions this week, since this week does have a holiday in it for us, if we get off track that one day, don't worry about it. Let's just get back on track that next day and get back to eating right, and we'll be just fine. We'll be just fine, because we're going to take this one day at a time. We're going to take this journey one day at a time. So therefore, we're going to be just fine, even if we don't lose any weight 1 week. Let's keep trying. Come on, Chip, I got to go to work. Come on, let's go. I got to go to work. 1 week we might not lose any weight, but don't give up, because that's how it's going to work. Sometimes we gain, and sometimes we stand still, and sometimes we lose. So all of it is in that journey for us. So we just have to keep pushing, and we're going to be fine. Because if you're like me and you've been overweight and struggling with your weight your whole life, this medication is really a good help for us, and we're going to make it. And hopefully we'll be able to, the legislation, hopefully we'll be able to help a lot of us that need the medication. Chip, come on, I have to go to work. A lot of us that need the medication that, are not able to get the medication right now because a lot of people cannot afford this medication. And if it wasn't for my insurance through my employer, I honestly would not be able to afford this medication because of the extreme cost of this medication. And if you check other countries in the UK and different places, I checked the cost of this medication. And here, it's around $1,200 to $1,300 a month for ZEPBOUND, Wegovy. And if you check the UK, and the price around there for 1 month supply of ZEPBOUND is around $94 for the whole month. And I'm just wondering, why is the price so different? Why do they charge the US so much for this medication? To make profit off of us. But in the UK, their people only pay $94 to $200 and something a month for this same medication. But yet here in the US, they charge us triple the amount for this medication, which is not fair that they get over on us like that. So hopefully Eli Lilly will go down on the price of this medication. because some insurance companies now are starting to try to stop coverage for the GLP-1s now. If you've heard about Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Michigan, where they've told their members that as of January the 1st, they no longer will be covering any GLP-1 medications for weight loss. Only if they're for diabetes, which is Ozempic, and it's not made for weight loss. So any of the weight loss GLP-1s, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Michigan has sent their members a statement saying they will no longer be covering the medication. And if they had prior authorizations in place to cover it, I think starting today, July the 1st to August the 31st, they're going to have to get new prior authorizations done. Even if they already have one to cover the medication right now, their prior authorizations are no longer going to be accepted. They're going to have to go through their doctor and get new prior authorizations. And they changed the BMI requirements. The BMI now has to be, I think on that letter I saw, the BMI has to be now, I think, over 34, I believe. Which the BMI used to be, if your BMI was over 27, you could get prescribed these medications. If you had a BMI of 27 and you had one weight-related issue like high blood pressure, heart disease or something, or high cholesterol or something, you were able to get the medication. So now with the BMI having to be 34, it's going to cut a lot of people off being able to use this medication, because even if the BMI chart says that you can get the medication, even if your BMI is 30 and above, you have to have some type of other factors now to be able to get this medication. So I hope that a lot of insurance is going to start doing that. I hope it doesn't become a domino effect as to where all of these insurance companies will be starting to try to make more stipulations as to who can get the medication, and start requiring prioritizations to be redone. And then they're also having their members to join a weight loss counseling, where they have to monitor their weight and they have to lose so many pounds a week, I believe, and they have to monitor their weight, and they have to go through the company that the insurance say they have to go through to get nutrition counseling. They're not able to pick their own nutritionist. They have to go through the insurance company's nutritionist in order for them to qualify to be able to still get this medication. So I hope it doesn't become a domino effect where all of the insurance companies start to try this. Come on, it's hot out here. Come on. So that's all my rant right now. That's all my rant right now. I'm just walking by a house with some little dogs, and they just love to bark. They just bark, bark, bark. But thank you all for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, please, and comment. Because like I said, this is just not my journey. It's all of our journey. Everybody that's on a weight loss journey with these GLP-1s. If you're on Wegovy, Saxenda, Moderna, Wegovy, ZEPBOUND, all of these, this is a safe community for all of us to be able to share our feelings with each other and share our ideas, and just to get our frustrations out, to get our accomplishments out, our frustrations out, to just be able to enjoy being on this journey, enjoy our life. It is so hot out here. I forgot to bring my little fan with me, today because I normally bring my little fan with me. Come on here, little dog. I have to go clock in. So I'm going to show you my weight, show you my scale this morning. I'm going to actually show you some of the things that I use, protein supplements that I use also to help me while I'm on my journey. I will show you some of the protein that I use, products that I use, and I'll show you the shakes that I use also that are very helpful. Let me show you some of the shakes that I use to help me. I'm gonna flip my camera around so that I can show you some of the products that I use. Once I can clock in, I'm gonna show you some of the products that I use to help